Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So I finally received this today. I had pre-ordered it and I had tons of issues pre-ordering this device. There were just tons of delays. The website was down. My cart wouldn't work for some reason. I would add the device to my cart and then it would say there was nothing in my cart. I know a lot of people actually face this issue, as I was on Twitter constantly and I kept checking other people's posts and everyone was facing the same issue. But I was finally able to order the device and here it is in front of me today and we're going to be checking this out. So right away, let's go ahead and talk about the packaging. Very simple, reminds me of last year. We have a nice S logo, Galaxy S22 Ultra right there, and then it has a cool little design but you really can't see it as it's a black box. And then on the side, it says Galaxy S22 Ultra right there. And then on this side, it just says Samsung. And on the back, we have a little bit of information. So Galaxy S22 Ultra, S Pen, USB-C to C cable, ejection pin, quick start guide. And basically that is about it. So let's go ahead and open this up. Here I have my unboxing knife from Jerry Rig Everything. We have 2 pieces of tape right there. All we gotta do is just cut it. And boom. All right, so I got the Phantom Black version. There are actually more colors this year. So we have Phantom White, Phantom Black, we have Burgundy, and then we have this cool green color. I kind of wanted to pick that one up, but you know what, I finally decided on the black one. And then there's also some special edition colors. So we have this cool blue color, which is very similar to iPhone's Pacific Blue. And then we also have a gray color, which is really nice. And I forgot the last color. If I'm not mistaken, it was like a more pinkish color. I'm not really sure, but we had a lot more colors this year. Those 3 were exclusive and it took around a whole nother month to ship out, so I didn't really pick one out. But one cool thing about those was that the S Pen was actually color matched with the device color. So let's go ahead and begin. Here, let's go ahead and open the box. Nothing on the top. Very slim box again, because we are not getting a charging brick, which is really annoying, especially when you get an Ultra device that you pay this much money for. And here is our device, which I'm gonna set aside real quick for now. And then we also get some stuff inside of here. So again, we get a USB-C to C cable, and we also get a quick start guide with a SIM card ejection tool. If I can manage to take these out. All right, so here is our quick start guide, which nobody really needs. And here is our SIM card ejection. So let me go ahead and plop this to the side. Here we have the cable, quick start guide, and put this to the side. And that is about it. You get basically nothing else inside of the box, which is kind of annoying again, as you pay an Ultra price for an Ultra device. But I guess it is what it is. Everyone's moved on now, and I know we can't really do much about it. They probably won't really listen to the customers too much at this point with the charging brick, but it is what it is. So here we have our S22 Ultra, and let's go ahead and peel this sticker off. And boom, so Phantom Black is looking real nice. So this color, it appealed to me a lot and it is looking awesome right now. So as you can see, we have a cool new camera array, and the design is a little more boxy this year, and this reminds me of the Note 20 Ultra too much. So I'm probably going to be calling this the Note 22 Ultra. I know a lot of creators are calling it that because it basically is a Note device, especially with the S Pen that is inside of it right here. As you can see, we have an S Pen with it. So this definitely is a Note device. Samsung probably did just cut out the Note name, but it is added into the S series now. So we have a beautiful display here. It is a huge display, and overall it just looks real nice. And I think I do get a plastic film on here. Yep. They are not including a screen protector on this year, so no pre-applied screen protector. You have to purchase it separately on Samsung's own website or from someplace else. But other than that, there really isn't too much more on this. So I want to quickly go ahead and talk about the cameras right here. So we get a whole 108 megapixel wide camera. That is going to be our normal lens. We also get a 10 megapixel periscope telephoto camera. We have a 10 times optical zoom with that, and then we also get a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, which is a 3 times optical zoom camera, and we also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. So all these cameras do have a reason to be there. And then for our selfie camera, we get a 40 megapixel camera, which is real nice, and it is right there. You can't really see it right now when the screen's turned off, but once I turn it on, you probably will see it. We do get 4K 60 and 30 FPS recording capabilities on both sides, and then on the rear we also get 8K 24 FPS recording. So I wish they made it 30 FPS. 24 FPS, I don't really prefer too much. 30 FPS is a lot better, and also it doesn't crop in as much from the videos I have watched so far. So let's go ahead and boot up this device. All right, so it's booting up right now. Samsung Galaxy, secured by Knox, powered by Android. So it's turning on. So let's go ahead and talk about the display real quick. So we get a 120 Hz refresh rate display. It is adaptive, and we are also using LTPO on this. So let's make it clear that on the S22 and the S22 Plus, they are not using LTPO 2.0. They're using the first generation, and because of that, Samsung had made a mistake. They had said that the S22 and S22 Plus displays go down all the way to 10 Hertz, but that was a mistake. It does not. It goes down to 48 Hertz, and it goes up to 120 Hertz. But with the S22 Ultra, it goes down all the way to 1 Hertz, and then it goes up to 120 Hertz. So it's real nice that we get that adaptive refresh rate, especially that it can go that low. That will definitely be a factor in saving a whole bunch of battery life. So again, here is the selfie camera. So 40 megapixel selfie camera. It looks very tiny on this huge display. And for comparison, let me go ahead and get the Pixel 6 Pro right here. As you can see, they are very similar in size. The S22 Ultra does seem a tad bit wider, if you can see that. And then it is a tad bit taller. So quickly, the display has a new peak brightness of 1750 nits, which is just great. So out in sunlight, the S21 series were already just great, but now this year with the S22 Ultra, from the reviews I've seen so far, you probably won't have any issues going out in sunlight and using your device. So we also get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is awesome. It's the same as last year, but we do have the 8 Gen 1 chip this year, so it should be more efficient. And other than that, there isn't really too much to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up so we can check out some of the settings on this, and I will get right back to y'all. Alrighty, so I got my device set up. It didn't take too long, it was only around 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the new things that are included in this device. I quickly want to go over the settings of this device just to see what they are, if they have added anything new. So let's go ahead and begin. Again, I just want to admire this display. This display looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and actually bring up the brightness all the way. As you can see, it is just fascinating. This thing, even with the lights shining currently on the device, there is basically no glare. I can't really tell, and it's just beautiful. So let's go ahead and bring this down. Here we have it. So let's go to our settings. Again, this is a huge display. It is just ginormous. It's kind of really nice, but not really digging the design too much. I wish they went with the traditional design, and I feel like the S22 and the S22 Plus just have a better design overall, but I guess to adapt the Note series with the S22 Ultra, that is the way they had to go. So let's go ahead and first up check out our display settings. So again, we get light mode, dark mode. Let's go ahead and switch it real quick, and then you can also customize these and turn them on as scheduled. We also get some more settings like adaptive brightness. I'm going to turn that off for now. We get extra brightness, increase the maximum brightness. This uses more battery. So if you do open this up, our phone display gets a lot brighter. And here you go. Let's just go ahead and turn this up. This is just super bright. And then if I turn it off, it gets a little dimmer. So I'm going to keep it off for now. We also get motion smoothness. So again, adaptive. Get smoother animations and scrolling by automatically adjusting your screen refresh rate up to 120 Hertz, and it goes all the way down to 1 Hertz. So, eye comfort shield, I personally keep this on a lot. I'm gonna keep it turned off for the sake of the video, but I generally do keep it on. And then we have our screen mode, so vivid, natural. Generally, I tend to go more towards vivid. It just looks a lot more it looks a lot better personally, and I prefer it more. We also get our screen resolution. So we are able to use WQHD plus with the 120 hertz. We weren't able to do that with the S21 Ultra, which kind of was annoying. It really didn't bother too many people that actually use the device, but for some, it was kind of annoying that you couldn't get the full capabilities of the device. But this year we are able to do that. And then screen timeout, I generally keep it at 10 minutes. And then easy mode, edge panels, navigation bar, which I'm definitely going to be changing to swipe gestures. That is the one I use, and block gestures with S Pen. So I'm not going to be doing that. So, that's my edge display. Let's go ahead and go back. We also get accidental touch protection, touch sensitivity if you do put a screen protector on this device, show charging information. All right, so that is basically about it for everything inside of our display settings. So now let's go ahead and go on to our biometrics and security. So we get face recognition, and we also get fingerprint sensing. So it is the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. It is the second version of it, which they used last year as well. It is super fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these set up real quick. So face recognition, continue. So I gotta make a pin real quick, which I will add right now. All right, so here I have my pin and registering my face. So I was able to get it. Sorry about that. And then we can also choose if we want to stay on lock screen until swipe. I personally keep this off. I want it to go straight into the display and then back up your pin. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that. We also get, so we can remove our face data. I'm gonna add it better this time. Let me just go ahead and look at it. Register face. So it is super easy to use. I will show you just in a tad bit. So faster recognition, require eyes open, brighten display, which I will keep on. And then we also get our fingerprint sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. I'm gonna go ahead and type my pin and continue. So all we gotta do is just place it on the display, if I can. So you just start scanning, just adjust it a little, change up the position, lift, and then put it back down. All right, so we just got a full scan. I tend to add a couple fingers, but for now, I'm just gonna keep it at one. I will add them in a little bit. So show icon when screen is off, that is gonna be the fingerprint sensor. So even with your always on display, you will be able to see the fingerprint sensor location, which is nice, as sometimes you aren't able to really see it. And then show animation when unlocking. So let's go ahead and go back. So those are our two biometric and security settings. So facial recognition, it is 2D, but it works. And then we also have our fingerprints. So let me go to test it out real quick. So here we have our Face ID. Super fast and easy to use. It's basically instant. And then we also get our fingerprint sensor. I'm applying basically no force, and it easily unlocks the device. So it's real nice that this thing works perfectly. So let's go ahead and go back now. We also have some more settings. So here we have our battery and device care. So Samsung this year, they actually made the price for the 256 gigabyte and the 128 the same for the pre-order time. And with that, I got 12 gigabytes of RAM instead of 8. So they actually made their base model 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. But they added something new called virtual RAM, which basically uses some of your memory, and you get to choose how much for the RAM. So RAM plus right here, and you can choose how much of the internal storage you can use as virtual memory to improve app performance. I'm gonna keep it on 4, and 4 plus 12, it's gonna be 16, so that is perfectly fine. But for the people that get it with the 8 gigabytes RAM, which is kind of annoying as you're buying a premium device, having 8 gigs of RAM with an S22 Ultra, even though it is the base S22 Ultra, which only has the storage difference. I feel like Samsung shouldn't have gone that way, but they did. And I was lucky enough to get the 12 gig RAM with the 256 storage for the same price during the pre-order time. They also do give a lot of gifts. I got some cases, got the Galaxy Buds Pro, which was real nice. But other than that, it's kind of annoying for anybody else that buys it after the pre-order period, as 8 gigs of RAM might not be enough for some people. So let's go ahead and check this out. So here we have a RAM, clean now, 1 gig, and then RAM plus. Again, this is what I just showed you. So this is for the for using internal storage. And we also have our device protection. We can also see our storage right here. I'm already using 38 gigs for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It says other and system, and that is a lot of storage. And then we can also check our software updates and diagnostics. So other than that, there isn't really too much here in our settings. We do get our camera. So in our camera, we do get some pretty cool features. We get focus enhancer, and then we also have our ultra wide camera, 3x zoom, 10x zoom, 30x zoom, and 100x zoom. So these are all real nice. Personally, 30x is basically the max that you will use for some actual pictures, and then 100x is just a gimmick. You could probably play around with that. We do get a 3x4, and then we also get a 3x4 108 megapixel sensor. We can also turn on detail enhancer, so this is gonna take way better pictures. So let me go ahead and take a picture of my hand real quick. So we do get some shutter lag, I noticed, and so far it's looking pretty nice. So you can see all the single strands of hair. Maybe not the best if you wanted to, if you don't really want to see that, but it has real nice detail. But I did notice that it does have some shutter lag. We also have our portrait mode. I will be testing these out more, but I heard that the portrait mode is just great on this device. And we also have our video, so focus enhancer on. This is auto framing, so if you do have a subject in the frame, it will basically use the ultra wide camera. It will lower the quality to full HD plus, so 1080p 30 fps, but it will actually track that subject. So in the ultra wide camera, it'll zoom onto their face and track the subject when they move. I probably won't use this too much. I'll definitely keep it on 4K 60 right here. And then we also have our 8K 24 fps. So it does crop in quite a bit, as you can see, but I guess it is fine. It crops in a little less than last year, which is something that I heard. I will have to test it out myself. So in more, we get a couple more settings. So director view, portrait video. We had all of these in previous devices, so not too much that is new over here. So when we go ahead and flip it around to our selfie camera, we can choose natural and bright. I'm gonna keep it on natural. We can also choose our 40 megapixel camera for this if you do want. It is a little wider, but we also have our video settings, so we can go to 4K 60 fps on here as well. No 8K, but that is fine. The 8K I haven't really used actually, even on my S21, which I have right here. This also has 8K 24 fps. I personally never used it, only once outside to just test it out a little, but other than that, there really isn't much to it. So far my first impressions are great about this device. It just looks beautiful, feels beautiful. We also get an S Pen. It is on the left side, so people that are righty might get a little annoying, but you'll get used to it. We can automatically write, and we also have 2.5 milliseconds of response time. So this is an improvement. It was 9 milliseconds, and it's basically instant. So let's go ahead and skip through these real quick. All right, done. Enjoy your S Pen. So I'm gonna go ahead and click the button right here. If I can actually, I'm not really sure how to use the S Pen. I haven't actually used it before. So let's go ahead and go back, go ahead and click the button. Okay, so let me go ahead and open a notepad if I can, or let me take a screenshot since we can write on screenshots. Just once, go to our screenshot, and then let me go ahead and write on this real quick. Where is the writing? Okay, so here you go. I'm writing on it, and it is instant. Feels real nice. It is a small pen, obviously. It's for quick notes, but with a display this big, I'm pretty sure there will be some uses for it. So let's go ahead and erase this portion quickly, as you can see. And then there are some more settings with the S Pen. I personally don't know them too much, as this is going to be my first device that I actually use with an S Pen. I personally haven't really owned a Note device before, and so with the S22 Ultra, that is going to be a first. But so far, the response on this is just instant, so it's real nice, and that's basically all I can say about it. It's just awesome that we get a 2.5 millisecond pen inside of your phone. So other than that, that'll basically wrap it up for this device. This device is Obviously, just beautiful in my and for my first impressions, I can't really say anything else. It just looks real nice, feels real nice. It might be a tad big, especially when I came from the S21 series. As you can see, it is a lot smaller. The 6.8-inch display is definitely a lot larger than the 6.2-inch display, as it is wider as well. So overall, my first impressions are great of this device. I will keep you all updated. I'll post a video after around 2 days just to see what I like and dislike about it. But other than that, that is about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, as it helps support the channel a lot. And see y'all in the next video.